Hello everyone, how you all doing? Hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome to the Demoscene report of the 5th of February 2025. In this video, I summarize all of the latest news and releases from the active Demoscene digital arts community. I hope this helps keep you up to date with the Demoscene. As always, everything I mentioned is linked on the description below, so you can check things at your own leisure. Not that many news happening this week, but there were 3 parties happening this past weekend, so plenty of new releases to check out. Some of them not distributed online yet, so we'll focus more on Fjalldata this week and leave Jumalauta Winterfärjan and Gerp for next week's report. Hope you have your favorite drink at hand, sit back, relax, let's talk some Demoscene. And this week is almost all about the Commodore 64. Starting off, I found this video at Tim's Retro Corner attempting to repair one of them. I figured it might be useful for some of you folks who are more interested in the retro computing and electronics side of things. Then there was the release of Scene World number 35, a Commodore 64 disc mag with an overview of the Commodore 64 scene of 2024 and some interviews as well, which were pretty nice. And then, of course, we have to take a look at the releases from Fjalldata, as I mentioned. A small little invite-only party happening in Sweden. The theme for this year's event was We Love Norway, so they invited people to do all kinds of releases focusing around Norway. Not mandatory, but would be a nice touch to the event, and we did see a few releases with that in mind. One of the novelties for Fjalldata this year was the Bare Hand Party Pixeling competition, where you were given a theme at the start of the party and had a day to draw something about that theme, with the important note that you were meant to share your screen while doing it, even if participating remotely, just to prove that you are not using any references, AI generation, or conversion tools to do your image. It comes in the aftermath of a lot of discussions on what should be allowed in the Demoscene pixel art competitions. Not going to go deeper into it because we already talked about it in the past, but it's nice to see parties reacting in some way, creating this kind of new competitions to see if it brings back some people interested in the scene again. So let's take a look at the releases from this competition. The theme was man, machine, and having something to do with snow, either a snow fight or a snowman of some sort. So in 10th place we got Taunting Hands by J-Min of Fantastic Four Cracking Group, then Murdered in White by Rexbang, Clumsy Courier by Copas of Leader, Primal and Slackers. In 7th place Futile by Gorp of Fantastic Four Cracking Group, a nice sketching there as well. Good Night Robot by Soya of Fairlight, as seen on PAL's Facebook page by the Syndrome of Pretzel Logic about the snowblower ruining things. Snow Crash by LFT, another kind of snow, this kind. Mind Track 2 by Duce of Extend. I don't really see the snow in here. I do see Man Machine being referenced though. Oh, snow is in the LSD stamp that he's licking. I guess that counts as snow. In 2nd place, Snowman vs. Machine by Paul of Offense. Very nice dithering there. And the winner was Ancient Thing by Archmage of Fossil. Nice little robot there with some Viking references as well. So yeah, nice little image, a good concept as well for competition. There were a couple of other graphics competitions, which I guess we should check. I believe this graphics competition still had a no copy rule, so you're not allowed to use references from other people's work, but it was more open in terms of theme, and you wasn't as strict in terms of proving what you were using. 17th place, Pismuk by Skyfell of Dinosaurs, then Not a Bonsai by Slacks with a reference to Blade Runner, I believe. Flower's Dream by Astor in 15th place, then Late Arrival by The Syndrome, Mirage at Sea by Lobo with this different background usage here, background color usage. Norsk Mallory by Shuran33, Blobarna by Iron Lady of Kiowa, then Hulken by Meat and Rice, Deadpan Expression by Sage of Skylight Designs, and this one, for example, feels like it's a conversion, like the dithering on it feels so monotonous, continuous, like it feels like at least on the skin, so it raises doubts in me. I no clue in terms of technical aspect, but the image itself looks a bit converted. In 8th place, Arise by Cartoon of Lab CD. In 6th place, Vampire by Hair Dog of Boom. Nice little skulls in the background there as well. In 6th place, Night Drive by Hero. This one I would also claim that it's probably converted, just from the angle that it's had and the composition that it has. That would be my layman's understanding. In 5th place, System Geometry by Lotus of Skylight Designs. In 4th place, The Final Exercise in Futility by Frost of Triad. I have no clue what this is supposed to be. Is this supposed to be erotic? Is this supposed to be a muscle? I guess the futility is drawing something that people really don't recognize. Not sure. Anyways, in 3rd place, Norwegia by Rexpeng, using the theme of the party. If you recall, nice little pixel artwork there, a bit more biomechanical influenced. I see some fingers, I see some eyes, some mouths, but it looks very mechanical at the same time. 2nd place, Plotum by the Sarge of Fairlight. Very good image, this one. The whole detail of the mirror reflection as well. The leaves look pretty good as well. Very nice image by the Sarge. And the winner was The Frog and the Skull by Sulevi of Extend. Also very solid, a little concept piece with the frog running there from the skull. So yeah, very good graphics combo, but Commodore 64 always has very good graphics competitions. They also had an additional graphics competitions for monochrome graphics and another one for Petsky. Let's take a look at the monochrome graphics. Monochrome, for those who don't know, is 1-bit color only. You can choose the background and foreground color, but you can only use 2 colors overall. So yeah, in 15th place, Geometric Paradox by Rodrigo Jotwich of Okuto Force, with a little reference to Escher, I would guess. In 14th place, STA Stabbed by Mahoney. In 13th place, Fjord Meta by Rexbank, Oil and Fish by Rexbank on 12th place as well. Watch the Streams by Gerp, feels like hand sketched. In 10th place, Dylan's Debut by Trap. In 9th place, Prophecy by Agent of Triad. In 8th place, North Warrior by Grass. Very nice image as well. In 7th place, Au revoir Simone by Two Flower of Triad. In 6th place, Lodge 64 by Lobo of Onslaught. Very nice artwork as well. 5th place, Time's Up by Duce of Extend. Nice little teeth and buggy nose there. And an amulet on the neck. Wow, really complex image. In 4th place, Consciousness by Sulevi of Extend, with a lot of layers as well, like the whole universe there. 3rd place, Ristelos med Rakeren by the Sarge of Fairlight. Seems like a Hellboy reference there. Nice, very good style in this one. In 2nd place, Headache by Electric of Extend. So, wow. Like the brain is being blown. Wow. And 1st place, Arcade Fun by Archmage of Fossil as well. Very nice detailed pixel art there from an arcade with a lot of different characters there. So yeah, really good artwork. Let's take a quick look at the Petsky artwork competition as well, where you use the car sets of the Commodore 64. Tank and Soldier by Quest Cable on 7th place, and in 5th place, LCP by Snake, with a reference to Little Computer People video game. Molzilla by Yerek of Moonshine. In 3rd place, Valkyrie by Skleptoid with his usual raunchy Petsky artwork. Skleptoid is a whole world in itself. In 2nd place, The Crab by Bep of Triad, with a more minimalistic approach here. And the winner was Oh No More Lemmings by Sunday of Okuto Force, with a little reference to, I guess, American politics there. So yeah, interesting Petsky competition as well at Fjälldata. Let's take a look at the other competitions that happened. Music was won by Leaf and Stinson. 2nd place to Fegel Huz. And the Wild competition only had a single entry, a Ring Raiders More Rings, which were like a tool but also generated sound. So Kind of weird to know if it's a demo or a game or a tool. I didn't really understand it. They also had the sample music competition where you could use the sample digitizer from the Commodore 64, like beyond the basic SIDs that you would usually use. And this competition had a little less participation, was won by Mahoney with Stocchetti's grand piano. And then the main competition, the demo competition, had a total of 9 entries. In 9th place, Simply Code 7 by Code 7, a very simple PETSCII screen with some scroller animation on top. A very solid little screen, but just a single screen nonetheless. In 8th place, Watering a Flower by Triad, PETSCII animation as well. In 7th place, Elite Blueprints by Xenon, with this wireframe 3D engine showing models from the Elite video game. Nice soundtrack, good synchronization, good aesthetic, so pretty solid overall, but pretty basic, just a one screen with multiple 3D objects. In 6th place, Cambrian Comrades by Fossil, very basic effect being reused with some good synchronization on it. 5th place, scroller demo Pandeo Maniac part 3 of 5 Overlayer by Panoramic Designs and ProSonics. In 4th place, Norwegian Arm by Offense, with a couple of screens also featuring a lot of scrollers, a few funny scenes in there. 3rd place, OTech People number 3 by Fairlight, pretty solid Fairlight demo, though a bit short. And then in number 2, a very good demo by LFT 9, showcasing doing a little bit of a magic trick, since the Commodore 64 only has 8 sprites, and sprites are the only things that supposedly can be drawn outside the borders. He did the little magic man showing 9 sprites going all the way over the borders. A very good presentation. I really liked that detail in particular, although I did know that there were some tricks that you could do on the Commodore 64 to have fake sprites going outside the borders already, but a very good presentation nonetheless by LFT. And the winner was Code Boys and Indians by Boo's Design, a little bit of a play on cowboys and Indians, some very good effects in there, some decent artwork as well. Not a very big demo, but pretty solid overall, so I think a worthy winner of the competition overall. So yeah, that was the demo competition at Fjalldata 2025. If you're curious on the tech behind 9 of LFT, he promised to do a video explaining that, but before he had time to do it, someone was already debugging it. Martin Piper did a little bit of a debug session and streamed all about it, explaining all the ins and outs on how this was possible by debugging the actual binaries. Before we wrap up, a quick shout out to AmigaBill for doing another Commodore Amiga News Week, featuring all kinds of news from the Amiga scene in particular. And then we have to talk about the other couple of parties that happened this weekend. Jumalauta Winterfärjan 2025, Party on the Boat. Releases are not available yet. And Gerp also happened on the same weekend for the Amiga and also Commodore 64. A more open party than Fjälldata was. The releases are starting to come out already. Some very good stuff already. The Sinclair QL demo in particular was pretty good. A couple of good Amiga demos as well. A few 40K intros as well. I've seen a few of them, but I haven't seen the complete list, so we'll have a proper summary next week. This coming week, we have JOBJ's 42 years demo party in Belgium, an invite-only event happening in Belgium. Then we will have a couple of events happening on the following weekend. Mountain Bites happening in Switzerland, Beacon Party happening in Sweden, Cosmos event for the Commodore 64 in Finland, and Love Bite focusing on all things size coding happening online on Twitch livestream. We will also have the week afterwards Assembly Winter, Skier Death, BCC Party, and Instancy happening all over the place. A lot of them happening in Finland in particular. So yeah, a lot of things coming up in February, and of course everybody is already talking about doing things for Revision that is coming up in April, which is the highest demo party of the year. So yeah, a lot of Demoscene things still to come. Hope you are preparing your productions to submit to the competitions and showcases. And that's it for this week's Demoscene report. report. Hope you found something interesting on this video. If you see value in these reports, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing, sharing the link with a friend, and maybe even donate me something through patreon.com/psenough. It will definitely help to keep doing this weekly videos. Greetings to Aldroid for the original version of the background effect that I used this week. And that's it from me. See you next time. Bye bye everybody. Have a great day.